Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you the first Age of Empires 1 Definitive Edition scenario I've created, and it's called Teutoburger Forest, or Varus o Varus. And here you play the battle between the Roman legions, 3 Roman legions under Quintilius Varus, I think, and on the other side Germanic tribes under the leadership of Arminius, who was a soldier in the Roman army, but in the end betrayed them to follow his roots and lead his tribe, well, into freedom. No. Arminius was the son of a Cherusci chief and sent as a hostage to Rome as a child. He served in the Roman auxiliary troops as a commander of a cavalry unit of Cherusci warriors, and follows the 3 legions of Quintilius Varus into Germanic territory. Oh, there's a typo here. Once on familiar soil, Arminius and his men leave the rest of the troops to scout for enemy ambushes. In reality, however, he plans to ambush the Romans himself. Although warned by more loyal Cherusci nobles, Varus still deems Arminius to be one of his closest allies and does little to counter his ambitions until it is too late. Okay, let's head straight into it now. Okay, so we start in the Stone Age. So we will would like to get first of all some economy going. I got a few scouts currently available, and there are also some other cavalry units across the map. So some Gaia units scattered, which are basically other warrior bands which are also fighting against the Romans, but some tribes actually allied to Rome. Some have just not decided to fight against them because, well, Rome is quite a frightening opponent. So yeah, I will need to convince them to either join me or just do not distract me from fighting Rome. And this is why, oops, there we go, some more scouts. And this is, yeah, those guys are easy to overwhelm. Okay, where was I? Yeah, this is why I need to first of all build my economy up, then capture 2 of those, capture and hold 2 of those 3 ruins. Alright, Joe is sending me quite a few soldiers, so taking on his well-defended base probably not such a good idea. Okay, some more villages. Well, this actually does not look all that great now. Yeah, in the beginning you really need to be careful what you're doing. But villages are surprisingly strong in the early stages. So they can help us out a lot. Need a little bit extra food. There we go. Properly gathered, and oh dear, here come the first cavalry units. Okay. But I got a decent amount of towers. And that was not all that scary. I think he didn't get all the upgrades already. Which definitely does help. Oh, and the Bructeri, they also have some Bronze Age units available. But they actually don't attack you. They just sit in on their little fortress and try to defend themselves. So you theoretically could also go for Teuteburger and Chatti and completely ignore the Bructeri because, well, they will not attack you. But it's actually a lot harder to defeat the Teuteburger since, yeah, they got some pretty scary units, and oh, they even helping out their allies now. This is not that what I wanted to see here. Of course, means my attack will fail miserably. Well, it destroyed 2 towers. Yeah. Sometimes you can use the tank. So if you can, for example, lure the Teuteburger units into the proximity of the Bructeri base, they start fighting each other. Because infighting between Germanic tribes was just all too common. No, don't kill my villagers, please. Okay. And some more. Oh, they're sending a lot of dudes now. Did I get the archer upgrades already? Yes, I did. So it's probably a good idea to try and get rid of the Bructeri, because they have a good amount of stone available in their base. And stone definitely helps me to defend against Teuteburger invasions. Okay, now house. Let's fix that real quick. So another thing I found out, if you're building houses outside of your base, the opponent will sometimes just focus them down instead of, well, your military. And this can buy you some extra time. Which of course means you need more houses, but not dying is something I quite enjoy in my free time. So yeah. Let's see if we can jump the first level here already. Oh, it looks like here the Teuteburger actually did clear a little bit of this base already. Which is nice, of course. Just don't get killed one by one. Okay. Oh, I'm losing a lot of slingers here. That's not nice compared to what Teuteburger forces can muster. So it's all fine. So, and since I don't need to kill the Teuteburger, I could just rush through, secure the ruins, and then just leave them be. But since I want to take their resources as well, would be a wise idea. To take down those towers as well. Okay. So my resources are fairly high, which is good, since a few archers alone probably won't be enough to take down the watchtowers. Okay, I think I should start another raid on the Chutty now. Oh. Yeah, bringing a few slingers would have been a smart choice here. Also need to clear some of those buildings to actually be able to fit storage pits here. I just put one over there actually, so I can get those slingers required to deal with the towers, because we're not getting rid of those guys like this. We're just gonna attack you, move you through here. Okay. Got this tower cleared. Another farm. Okay, good. Now it's time to go here, attack from two sides. It should be a lot more successful. Yep, this is looking good. I think they have 6 range. Expect this to be that high, but hey. There's some fierce resistance here. And nothing that can't be broken. Okay, and now, before I can deal with the Roman threat, it should be time to make sure that the tank turret can't fall into my back. And this is why I will build a bunch of towers here. Okay. So that should take care of the problem. Next step is attacking the Romans. So I did not show that at all so far. So what I need to do in order to win here is this is Varus and his legions, I should say, probably. And oh, I should recapture those ruins. And there are basically two ways I can use, take to kill them. So the first one is follow the road, which starts somewhere here, and then I'll hack through a few towers, a few gates, and a few walls, and then, well, just take them out. This one. The second one is a little bit more ambushy, maybe you could say that, is by hacking through the forest here and falling into the flank. Let's see what we can do now. Okay, here we go. So Centurions, of course, quite strong units, 30 attacks, so if they can one-hit my villagers, they can one-hit my slingers. Okay, my archers actually survive. I'm attacking those guys. God, here you can see how important it is to actually field archer units. Because I mean, I still had high losses here, but I used the terrain to my advantage. I prepared the battlefield, and this way you can actually win against technologically superior Roman soldiers. And in a battle in the open like this, I just absolutely obliterate my army. But as soon as they just cannot use their fancy infantry tactics, things get ugly for the Romans. Okay. Looks like one last push. And we win this, the last Centurion. And there we go. So here, 2 ruins, all Centurions, and killed Varus as well. Alright. So, now I hope you got a good idea of what this scenario is about. I will put a link to the map into the description, so if you if you own Age of Empires 1 Definitive Edition, you can download it and play it for yourself. If you got any feedback, any maps you maybe would like to see, any topics I could make maps about, just write a comment. I thought the next thing I would like to do something about was either a short mini campaign, something like a learning campaign, where you start to build your own Roman colony in northern Africa, or a conflict between Rome and the Sassanid empires, which both will include a lot of desert terrain, but yeah, nice change from the lush forests of Germania. So, as always, thanks a lot for watching, and have a good day. See you in the next video. This has been Alkalim. Goodbye.